little bit of a closer look at your face here. In fact, I should probably get my magnifying glass for this. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a closer look here, if that's alright. Good. Just looking at the overall health of your skin, brightness of your eyes. Wonderful. Your skin has elasticity, is very good. I can see you've been properly hydrating and taking care of your skin. Hello, Ariana. Excellent. Good. Alright, now that I've done a little bit of a visual exam, I want to go ahead and take a closer look with my light. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Alright, so just looking at your skin under the light, and we'll be checking your eyes as well. Just using little bits of light pressure. Not noticing any spots of severe irritation or anything like that, which is good. And looking at the skin under the eye, which is quite delicate, of course. I'm just going to pull down that skin. Right, go ahead and look up for me, please. I'm more good. How are you? And look down for me. Good, alright. Now let's check this side as well. Again, I'm just delicately pulling the skin down. Hello. Alright, and if you could just look up for me, please. Good, alright, and now the upper lid, please look down. Good, alright. Now let's look at your eye mobility. So I want you to go ahead and follow the light, please. Follow the light. Just with your eyes. Good. Excellent. Now let's see if your brain can process incomplete images that you might see. I think I said that right. So, I'm going to trace some letters with the light here, and I want you to tell me what word it spells, okay? Ready? First letter. Second letter. Third letter with light. Yes, we do. And last letter. And what word did you see? Yeah, YouTube's a little bit easier to search, but we definitely have light triggers if you go to our page on YouTube. Very good. Let's do one more. To make it just a slightly longer word, alright? Alright, first letter. Second letter. Third. Fourth. And last. And what word did you see? I have one more light I'd like to introduce. This is going to be a black light. So it's a slightly different tone to the light. There's a chance that I might see any abnormalities in your eyes with this light. So just go ahead and focus right on my nose as I introduce this light. Thank you. Right here. I know this one's a little bright. Just focus right here for me. Good, good, good. Alright, everything is looking normal under the black light, which is what we like to see. Good. Excellent. Alright, let's do a quick test of your color perceptions. I'm going to hold up a few different colors, and I want you to tell me what colors you perceive them to be. The black light. Thank you for the paper green, Anna, and the rose, Laura. Thank you so much. Alright, what color do you believe this to be? This one's a little tricky. And I'm going to hold something of a similar color to help you a little bit. So what color? Good. Good. Alright. And this one. What color is this? Magenta is a good answer. It always feels very purple pink, but pink and purple is acceptable. Well done. And these last two can be a little tricky, so I'm going to do the first one because this one's a bit more obvious. Right. What color? Very good. And the last one might have been a little harder if I just hadn't shown you the other one, right? And what color? Very good. Very good. Yellow. Yellow. Excellent. Well, it seems like your perception of colors is excellent. So overall, it seems like your vision is working as it should. But why don't we go ahead and take this opportunity to just look and test some of your other senses and features. So how about I go ahead and take a look at your ears next, if that's alright? Yes, okay. I need my ear tube. There it is. Ear tube. I have this lovely ear cleaning kit that I'll use. I really just have to get these. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to start by just taking a peek inside your ear. Just going to use this light to get an idea of what we're looking at here. Alright, well, this ear is in a very good condition. There's hardly any built-up debris, so that's very good. So I think just a quick brushing will take care of this ear. So I have this gentle brush. It's very soft. Just gonna lightly brush this across your ear and just very gently swirl it. Using very light pressure because this can be a little daunting, right? Very sensitive part. Alright. And that was your first ear. We're just going to flip around to the other side. Alright, just taking a quick look inside this ear. This ear's got a little bit more built up inside it. Yeah, this one's going to require a little bit more of a thorough cleaning, but not to worry, I have just the tool. If I could get it out, that is. That's always the question. Alright, so we're going to start with our little wooden pick here. I'm just going to gently break up the debris at the back of your ear. Again, being very careful not to scrape over your eardrum because it's quite an uncomfortable sensation, oftentimes even a little bit painful. So we're going to go ahead and avoid that. Okay, I think this is going to be the majority of it here. Good. Alright, and then taking that same fluffy brush, and we're just going to get out that little bit. Shh. Hush, Mike. It's been doing this little crackle thing every once in a while. There we are. Good. Alright. Now you've got your ears nice and clean, making sure that they are completely unobstructed. Go ahead and let's take a moment to test your hearing. So for this exercise, I'm going to have you keep your eyes closed for the entire duration of the exam, okay? Yes, because we want to isolate your hearing. Good. No peeking, okay? So for starters, I want you to tell me which ear you hear the snapping closest to, okay? Good. And how about now? Good. And now? Very good. Alright, and now this is a bit of a more difficult test. Tell me if you hear a sound above your ear or below. It's a little tricky because human ears don't pivot and rotate, so it's a little harder to isolate sounds in a particular direction. So, do your best, okay? Do you think this is above or below your ear? And how about now? Good. And again. And how about now? Very good. Alright, now I am going to whisper words into your ear that I want you to repeat back. I'm going to start still fairly audible, just very low, and I'm slowly going to get a little more inaudible with the words, and let's see if you're still able to hear them. Thank you. Okay, here's your first word. Lollipop. Lollipop. Alright, we can really hear that one. Go ahead and repeat it back to me. Good. Alright, now let's try on this side. Rainbow. Rainbow. And go ahead and repeat that word back to me. Very good. Alright, now we're going to start to get slightly more inaudible. Like the emojis. I must think of a word. Okay. Daffodil. Daffodil. Alright, what about that one? Can you go ahead and repeat that one back? It's a little trickier. while you're thinking about it, I'm going to move on to this here. Very good. This one's going to be a long one, okay? Serendipity. Serendipity. It was a long one, so I'll give you a second to type that one in the chat. You're doing very well, very well. Yes, well done. Alright, this last round is going to be about as inaudible as I can make it while still potentially being guessable. Just gotta think of a word. Okay, I think I got one. It's very low, very low. Let's see, let's see. Very good. Alright, last word. Okay, this side. Yeah. It was crystal, very good. I might have cheated a little bit on this one. I think we'll do it one more time for you. You are ready, you do. Very good, Sandra. Yes. It's like I tried to find something that was like, maybe good job, everyone. It was turtle. Turtle. I have lots of turtles. Turtle. Where'd my other turtle go? No, there's more. Alright. So, since someone mentioned Dingle Train, I think that is an excellent transition. Just take these gloves off. Sorry, that was loud. I lost control of that one. So, let's do a little bit of Dingle Train. One moment. One moment. I must decide on my life. There we go. Okay. Stipple. Stipple. Pluck. Pluck. Let me get your thoughts unstuck. Bugs are crawling through your hair. Whispers drifting through the air. Snip, snip. Brush, brush. Let me add a little blush. Have a toasted coconut and let your eyes fall shut. Soft rain to melt your brain. Welcome to Tickle Chain. It's one of my favorite two Katrinas, so I'm glad you like it. Thank you for the heart to me, Laura. Let's do another round. Once I can get that back in. Stipple, stipple, pluck, pluck. Let me get your thoughts unstuck. Bugs are crawling through your hair. Whispers drifting through the air. Snip, snip. Brush, brush. Let me add a little blush. Have a toasted coconut and let your eyes fall shut. 17. 7:19 now. So still fairly early. It's still quite light outside. And brush. Thank you, Monique. Chrome is one of my favorites to do. I finally decided. We talked about that I was going to get pink. I did technically get pink. You can see they're pink. I just had to get like a shiny yellow on top of them. Why don't we do your makeup a bit together? If I can get my drawer open, that is. There we go. It was finding me. Alright. So here is our little makeup kit. And our eyeshadow palette. So we're going to be using this color board for your eyeshadow, and I'm definitely thinking something shiny and bright as we're getting so close to summer. So maybe like gold or bronze. We do have some good options right off the bat. This is pretty much just glitter, but it's very, very shiny. Just have to be careful of the fallout with that one. But high shine, we love it. I do like this yellow, but I think we're gonna go a little bit more into that gold. It's alright to fall asleep, fall asleep. Now I have that glitter all over me. Okay. This is kind of a nice taupe, and then this is gonna be another bronze. It's a very pretty color. I do like bronzy colors a lot. Let's see. I think this one's a little bit more orange. Like a copper, yeah. I thought so. I'm really leaning towards that bronze tone. This one here. And I think we'll pull a little bit of that gold kind of towards the inner corner of your eye. Just have to make sure to stick it down so you don't get fallout right there in the corner of your eye, because that would be quite uncomfortable. I'm trying to find my makeup brush. Okay, we're gonna have to use a different brush today because I don't know what I did with my other one. I should have a little one in here. There it is. Alright, just make sure you've got any excess color, and we're just gonna go right in with this bronze color. So just close your eye, please. Thank you. And we're just going to add that in, starting kind of at the outer corner in the crease. Just pulling that in. Yeah, this is going to make your eye color pop, I can already tell. Alright, and I'm really going to pack the color in. So just jealous eye. Yes. I struggle because my lids are slightly different. I have one that has like a single fold and one that's got a double, so it always makes my placement a little different. That's what I was trying to say. On each of my eyelids, so it's very nice that you have consistency here. I like that. Alright, excellent. Alright, we're gonna get some of that excess off, and now we're just gonna kind of blend that out. Good. Yes. Alright, now where is my glue? Okay. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this glue in the inner corners, and that way our gold glitter has something to stick to. Da, 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 da. Here we are. I'm just gonna apply this with my finger. Alright, and just yes. It's brightening up so nicely. I love it. Okay. Now we have to do your eyeliner, of course. And I do have that somewhere. And once we finish the eyes, we'll go ahead and do the rest of your face. Here we go. So I'm just going to lift your brow a little bit. We're just going to do a nice thin wing. Good. And just kind of the outer portion of that lower lid as well. And then we're going to bring it in for an inner corner moment a little bit. Just barely, because it's going to look really uneven if I try and go too far across that glitter. Now this side. Good. And again on that inner corner. Perfect. And then we're just going to tight line your upper waterline. So just try not to blink. Good job, good job. Alright, and on this side as well. Good. And our finishing touch is gonna be the mascara, which is my favorite part. Alright, so just look directly at me and just lower your chin ever so slightly. Good, and you're just gonna keep your eyes at half mast, if that makes sense. Alright, and then blink when I ask. And blink. 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 And now this side, and blink. 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 And we're going to do just a tiny bit on your lower lash line as well. So just dip your chin a little bit further down and look up for me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Excellent. And now for the rest of your lovely face. Okay, so we've got some foundation. don't be too worried about the color. It is a matching foundation that will match to your perfect skin tone. I'm very confident I got it off a Kashid peddler, of course. Alright, and now we need to blend that out. This brush is barely hanging on. Thank you for the heart for me, Jess. Alright. Okay, now that we've got that all blended, we're gonna go ahead and set it in just a minute. But I just want to add a little bit liquid blush. Thank you for the roses, Katrina and Stephanie. Thank you. Just adding that in. Thank you. Then we will add our powders on top. So I'm just gonna. Thank you both for getting us to our goal. Thank you for all the roses. So many roses. Thank you. Alright, now I do have our powder blush here that we'll add on top. Okay, I'm just gonna set that. And this will just ensure that this color lasts. I do love a bright blush moment quite a bit. And then we're just going to set your face with a little bit of powder. Excellent. And then the last step is my lip gloss. Buried at the bottom. Okay. We're gonna have a nice lip gloss moment. Alright, and just purse your lips, please. Thank you. And just spread it out a bit. Lovely. It just smells pretty good. It's been a long time. If I could tell you how old this lip gloss is, there's a reason it's my ASMR lip gloss. I'm pretty sure. This thing is like a decade old. But it still has, like, it might even be like one of those lip smackers from the day. And let me finish off by setting your makeup in place with a setting spray. Okay, so just close your eyes, close your eyes. We want it to last for the next week. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's see, what shall we do next? We could do hair brushing. We could do a scalp check. I feel like we haven't done one of those in a while. we could do skincare. Car ride. Yes, let's do that, Emma. It's not going to be super dark because it's still very light outside. That's as dark as we're getting because my window is still open. Alright, we'll do some skincare after that. Alright, so with the car rides, I like to do them as kind of a little story about your day. So I want you to imagine you're sitting in the passenger seat of a car. Someone you love and trust very much, ignore my stomach, is driving the vehicle. The cabin is a perfect temperature, and you're just kind of lightly dozing, distantly noting the passing of headlights over your closed eyelids. And you just reminisce a bit about the day you had. You and your family decided to go explore different antique shops, a favorite pastime that you share with your mother. And so you went to some local shops and just spent a wonderful amount of time browsing through all the curious finds, from beautiful old jewelry to handcrafted art to various dolls and games. Some things curious, some things odd, some things even creepy, but it was all extremely enjoyable. I need you. But overall, it was a wonderful, wonderful day. One of the great things about antiquing is you don't necessarily go out looking for something, you just see what might find you. And so the experience itself was rewarding. And now you're making your way back to your house again, just dozing on and on until you feel the car come to a gentle stop as your friend nudges you awake. Hey, we're back. Oh, I'm sorry, you have a poem due in just a moment. 30 minutes, that's quick. I like poems to rhyme, so I would just start there. Just pick a rhyming phrase and build it from there. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Laura. And now, after that wonderful day, let me just help you take off your makeup and get your skin all prepped for bed. Don't know why that's in there. You're welcome, Emma. So I've got most of everything right here. But let's start with removing your makeup. So we've got our micellar water here. I forgot I was gonna add, I got some of that snail mucin and it broke my skin out really bad, so that's gonna be a new moisturizer for our ASMR. Moisturizer. My skin did not like it. Alright, so just starting with our micellar water. I'm just going to start by holding it over your eyes. Give it a chance to break up that mascara and eye makeup. Now over the other eye. Alright, perfect. And now we're just going to wipe all of that away. How have you been, Nisha? Alright. Just a couple areas. Eyeliner always likes to be particularly tricky, doesn't it? Alright. First step of our double cleanse. Now for the second step. I ran out of my normal facial cleanser, so we're going to use this. This is going to be our oil cleanser, but I don't currently have a water base, so we're just going to go with this and pretend it makes sense, okay? And we're just going to... I really need to get another soapy one. Very smart. I have shaving cream. We can use it. Alright, and then just going to rinse that cleanser away. Good. Alright. Now let's go in with our exfoliating serum here. We're just gonna it's actually empty. We're doing great, but I had to keep the bottle. And we're just gonna pat, 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 pat that in. Alright, then I do have another serum here. Vitamin C serum that does have stuff in it. I love the sound that eyedroppers make. Especially when they're in these little glass containers. Alright, and then we're just gonna pat, pat, pat that in. Alright, and we're just gonna let that absorb into your skin for a moment. And I'm gonna go ahead and get some lotion for your hands and forearms. This is an ASMR lotion because it has lost all consistency. But it'll work for this. It still smells good. Alright, just rubbing that into your hand and arm. And now this hand. Excellent. Thank you, Marcus. Little hand massage thrown in there. It's always nice at the end of a long day. Perfect. Thank you for all the heart bugs, Morgan. Alright, and I'm just gonna rinse the excess off my hands because I don't want to put any potentially clogging body lotion on your face. So now that my hands are clean, we'll add a little bit of this hydra serum to your face. We're getting right to the bottom of this. I've got a little bit in there. Okay. And now, aren't they fun? Alright, and then the last will be a little overnight lip mask in this most adorable of containers. I love this little snail so much. Alright, we're just going to dot that on your lips. Perfect. So cute. Alright, your skincare is all done. Is that my stomach? That sounded like a Jurassic Park dinosaur. Did you all hear that? I don't know what that was. Believe it or not, I eat dinner, so I don't know why my stomach's all up in arms. Alright. I do have the mushroom. It is actually right here. This little 3D printed mushroom. Oh my gosh, I forgot to bring it up. I made a little snail flower pot. It is also so very cute. I know I'll have to remember to bring it up. I think I've got the other one in here too. Oh yes, let's tap on this one. Thank you for the lightning bolt. This one I got off of Amazon. Pierced Owl, I think, is the store I got it from. So far, I've really liked their jewelry. Actually, now that I think about it, I think almost everything on here was from Amazon. I've also gotten from bodycandy.com. And they're pretty good, but once or twice I ended up getting piercings that were not a true metal. So they started to go green on me a little bit. So, yeah, we can, Brianna. I'm also really excited because I finally decided to make my own like trigger coasters, like Jazz and Cozy Lotus ASMR and a lot of other ASMR artists wear. So I forgot what they called them though, but it's like I didn't get cork, I got wood, but where you glue different things to the coasters. I saw Jazz do it recently and I really wanted to. You got it. You got it, Miss Howard. I'm on it. Yeah, so you'll see those shortly. Alright. ahead and start that scalp check. We're going to do it right, so I'm going to put the gloves back on. Isn't it so great, Sarah? I'm so glad you're enjoying the Poetic Underground books. I really like her. I think her poems are really soulful. And she's got 3 of them, so. There we go. It's really struggling there for a second. Alright, now we are properly gloved up so that we can touch your hair. Now let me just take a brief look at your scalp here. I really like that one too. I know we'll have to read some of that tonight, Sarah. We haven't done her books in a little bit. It's been on a couple other ones. So, I think we're going to get the industrial size tweezers for this. Yes, I think that is needed. So we're just going to start kind of here towards the back. Yes, as I thought I knew we would need the industrial ones today. It does seem you have quite the diverse colony here growing on your scalp. Yes, a lot of native species, so kudos to your growing and gardening skills. It's a very, very healthy population. Well done, well done. I think we just might need to relocate some of these species into a slightly different habitat if you are open to that idea. If these are tenants that you're collecting rent from, I very much understand, but oh good, you are open. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and just relocate some of these. So we're just going to pluck. Now, we don't want to cause too much shock as we relocate some of these bugs here, so I might just take little patches of hair and scalp. Hope you don't mind, but it's really good if we acclimate them with something they're already slightly familiar with. So we're just gonna pluck. Oh, there's a good chunk there. Yeah, I'm just gonna pluck that. Oh, excellent. We'll just put that all into a jar. And I'm just gonna pluck this right here. Good. We want to make sure not to separate any family groups or anything like that. Make sure they all end up in the same spot. Thank you for the finger heart, Megan. Good. Alright, how about over to this side? Yes. Oh, lovely. There is a rare specimen here. Ah, yes, the golden bedbug. Such a rare find. Well done. Alright, I just want to make sure to be extra delicate with this one. Just going to take a nice chunk of that there. Oh, well done. Okay, just relocate that. Yeah, can't be too careful. Too many more specialized species and this might become a sanctuary, and well, then you might have no choice in the residence. Good. It seems you've made the front of your scalp here quite inhospitable, so they're mostly towards the sides, hiding behind your ears. That tends to be where we find them a lot. Alright, I think we've gotten a good amount of the chunks. So now I'm just going to get a couple of sticks here so we can just go bit by bit. Alright. that up a little bit. Good, good. Okay. I think all that we're seeing left is mostly dry patches, which is good. So we're not seeing any other critters, which is what we want. Excellent. Okay, so I have 2 quick final treatments. The first is that we're just going to do a little bit of vigorous scratching just to stir everything up. It'll be a nice relief on your scalp. I'll make sure to give you a nice scalp scratch while I'm at it, but really we're just agitating to see if we disrupt or disturb anything else. And then last we will have a very gentle chemical treatment. It's mostly odorous just to prevent anything wanting to come back in. It's got some cinnamon, some rosemary, some strong scents. Candy. Alright, ready for the scalp scratch? Okay, so we just gotta get in there. And the back of the head. Alright, well, I didn't see any movement, so I think we've got everything quite relocated. So again, we've just got that last spray treatment to hopefully prevent anything else from moving back in. So I'm just going to cover up your eyes. I just going to really saturate. Okay. I think that is nice and coated in. It's always great to brush through. Where did I have my brush? So I'll just take a moment to do a nice little brush through just to properly distribute everything. Sorry, there's a little knot there. Alright, I believe you are bug free now. Alright. Now let's do a little poetry reading and face brushing. Okay, Sarah, were you still here? Because I'll have you pick which of the underground books we want to read out of. Okay, so, whoop, hold on, I have to verify I'm still alive. I am not a bot. Yes. Okay, so do we want to read out of, I believe this is the one you probably got. This is Reverie, the Poetic Underground Book 1. We have Book 2, which is Voyage, and Book 3, which is Dreamscape. Which one shall we do tonight? dreamscapes above. Alright, and then we will usually choose our poems at random, and by the way we do that is I'll ask you to give me page numbers. So we have poems on pages 9 through 95. V's already got it. She's like, I know. So we'll do page 22. And again, we're reading out of The Poetic Underground, Book 3 by Erin Hansen. If you end up liking these, there are links in my Amazon storefront. Okay, 22:56. Alright, we'll start on 22. Then I gotta find my face brushing brush. Oh, there's 22. Managed to hide my brush from myself. Wherefore art thou? There. Alright, so the title of the poem on page 22 is called Unraveled. I should say with these poems, she goes through a range of emotions and experiences, so I never quite know what we're going to get. That's what I wanted. Okay. Some days I'm sure I'll be unraveled, that I'm just a piece of thread, woven from everything I've heard and every book I've ever read, that someone will find my ending or a spot where I've worn thin, and they'll pull me right apart back to the place where I begin, until they found that every fiber isn't one to call my own. It's from the thoughts and works of others that I've been so crudely sown. And there's nothing I can make or think or do or be or say that isn't someone else, woven in just a different way. Then once I come undone, once who I thought I was grows small. What if I look at all that's left and there is nothing there at all? It's sometimes fun to piece together what these can be about. And this one always speaks to me about feeling like you're not your own individual and that you've been so influenced by the people around you that you don't really know what you are at your core. So, what if I look at all that's left and there's nothing there at all? Alright, let's go to the next one on 56. 56 is heartstrings. Unraveled, and now we have heartstrings. There's a theme. When we were young, we tied our heartstrings to a helium balloon in hopes they'd carry us away to carve our names upon the moon. Every bruised knee was a battle wound from monsters we had slain. We had hearts like howling wolves and were the rulers of the rain. Every tree branch was a tower from which to gaze over our realm, and when our lives spread stormy seas, we were the captains at the helm. But even dreamers, wide awake, have shadows wrapped around their feet, and every hero meets a monster that they cannot seem to beat. So we traded in our storybooks, bid our balloons a fond goodbye, while our wolf howls turned to whimpers as they were swallowed by the sky. The real world is a war, you said, on those whose hearts are wild, and to win we must grow up, yet keep the wonder of a child. So when reality is grating, I'll let you know, for what it's worth, that I still dream of one day stargazing from the rooftop of the earth. Growing up is such a difficult thing, and sometimes reality can be extremely restrictive. But to win, we must grow up, yet keep the wonder of a child. See, these are very poignant. I love her poetry. 72 and 47. One 72 is a little shorter. They're so good, Sarah. Chaos and calm. The ocean knows no limits, an almost endless stretch of blue. And when its rivers run on rocks, its patience cuts a path straight through. What a wondrous thing to see, something so humble with its harm, with the power to exist in states of both chaos and calm. Finding a balance between chaos and calm. I think it was 47 next. Yes, 47. So the 147's not quite a poem. There's a couple scattered throughout where she just has untitled words of wisdom. And this one says, her soul is a kaleidoscope, bursting with every shade and hue, but shift your gaze ever so slightly, and she's something entirely new. Always a mystery. And 90. I'll switch hands for this one. This one is called The View. Why must it be so hard for us to come to understand that there are things we cannot change, hidden amongst the things we can? For we can rearrange our hearts, dust out the corners of our minds. We can teach our eyes to see only the things we wish to find. Yet once we decorate our walls and sweep our sorrows off the floor, why do we look to someone else to show us how we can be more? For here is where the line between our can and can'ts get tough. The point at which we all must learn that we are already enough. That since we cannot choose the home our only soul was born into, we should rearrange its rooms, but learn to love its window's view. Yes, they should all be linked there under, I think under books, like books I've read and enjoyed. Alright, and then the last one we have queued up is 14. 14. And then we'll do one more. I'm going to pick one of my favorites from this book. This one is called Human. Let me tell the tale of a girl who didn't stop, who climbed up every mountain without a pause upon the top. She'd dance until each blade of grass was clothed in drops of dew, and the sun knew her by name, but the silver moon did too. For a fear had settled in her bones, a fear of sitting still, that if you're not moving forward, it must mean you never will. So in time her dance got slower, and she looked at all she'd seen, but found gaps inside the places that she'd never fully been. For she was a human doing, human moving, human seeing, but she'd never taken time to simply be a human being. I really like this one because I think society tries to tell us that we must always be moving and always have a goal. And while those things are important, it's also important just to take the time to be. And I think we forget that. It's the old adage of stop and smell the roses. Let me see. I feel like I remember them by See, I have to read the titles to remember which one. I think 50 was it? Yeah. Little Stargazer. I remember this being one of my favorites. Keep your chin up, little stargazer, at worlds above our own. You are small, but you are stardust, and that's worth more than you've known. For every sun and solar flare is made up just like you. And if there's cause for wonder, then I promise you are too. Look out, little stargazer, till nothing's left unseen. And know there's not a patch of sky where no one else's eyes have been. Then the darkness that enfolds you holds countless other starlit hearts. And with this you stand together, though you live lifetimes apart. Be brave now, little stargazer. The sky is growing light, and courage wanes like moonbeams when it's pulled out from the night. But like those who gazed before you, know when your heart is full of fear, that it is always in your darkness that the stars start to appear. It just gives me chills. That one just speaks to my inner child quite a bit. And again, this is book 3 of The Poetic Underground by Erin Hansen. I actually discovered her poems on Pinterest, believe it or not. And then I figured out her book from there. Such good books. Alright, and I believe next we were going to do a massage, and I'm thinking a nice brain massage. Yeah, I found them on Pinterest, because if you look at, I swear, if you look up like poems on Pinterest, you'll keep saying E-H, E-H, E-H. And so I started typing those into Google, and I was like, oh, Erin Hansen, Erin Hansen. So that's how I found her. And I believe I looked her up, and this has been a couple years, so she's probably a little older now, but I believe she was a pretty young adult when she published. She's like 18, and I think she was Australian, I believe, or at least lived in Australia. So anyway, beautiful work, especially for someone just on the cusp of adulthood. I love to hear. So if any of you find poets that kind of have like a similar like cadence or like that way of looking into a lot of day-to-day experiences, I love that. So I'm always open to new ones. I am a little picky because I don't enjoy poems that don't rhyme as much. They just don't tickle my brain. I understand the words can be beautiful, but if it doesn't rhyme, I'm like, I don't know how to read this. There's no rhythm. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of amazing poets out there that I probably have not explored. So Jared Anderson. I'm gonna write this down as soon as I find my pen, because I am always looking for it. Okay, we found a pen. And we found paper. Yeah, Jared Anderson. Did I spell that right? Yes. Okay. I will look, because I also like poems with nature too. Okay. That didn't massage. So we're going to start to slowly wind down. We've got about 15 minutes left in our life tonight, so we're going to start to slow things down a bit to get you in that mindset to fall asleep if you're not there already. So while I'm massaging your head and scalp here, just take a moment to relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, unfurl your brow, and just start to consciously release any physical tension you might be carrying, while I just massage some of your mental concerns away. Just disregarding anything that doesn't serve you. We can't, Katie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was my first time doing anticipatory touching. Any emails can be sent tomorrow, so you can just shut off your computer. Silence the notifications on your phone. Start to dim the lights in your space to a comfortable level for you. And just slowly and gradually start to deepen your breathing to mimic that of sleep. And this can help if you suffer from insomnia or have difficulty falling asleep. You can start to kind of trick your brain a little bit. Good. And you'll find that it's very tingly too. Tingles. And then as you continue to relax, I'm just gonna occasionally just touch your face. Maybe, perhaps, who knows? slow, relaxing rhythm. Just keeping things calm and relaxing. Just like so. Maybe you might even get a little bit of tingles. And while we do some of this occasional face touching, we're going to start to just turn back some of your dials here. Thank you. Just kind of dimming the settings, putting you into a bit of a low power mode, if you will. Oh, thank you for the cuddle. I love cuddles. Thank you. I'm really excited because I got another septum we're going to try coming in the mail. Again, just turning things to a slightly lower, more relaxed setting. Just there we are. That's a little better, isn't it? You did so good today. I'm so proud of what you managed to accomplish. And it's alright if that accomplishment was as simple as getting out of bed this morning. Whatever you managed to do was enough today. Good job. Good job. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit more of a lengthy countdown tonight to help you fall asleep. I do want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you for all of your likes, your gifts to my wonderful little raindrops. I was possessed by a frog. I have no other explanation. Definitely check us out on YouTube. There's tons of content over there. And I do try and post a lot of these lives over there as well. Now let's go ahead and do our countdown from 50 tonight. 50, 49, 47, 46, 45, 44, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You're very welcome, Morgan. Good night.